Right, it gives me great pleasure to have the returning Leon Petit here for the Hastings report. Before we start, I hope you had a great summer. Has it been a good off-season for you, Leon?
Oh, it's been lovely. Plenty of sun, beer, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, lots of training because we know that Daddy Stone is the agent these days. So what's he lined you up for this season?
Or we're still deciding terms. I've still got until start of September to make my decision, so there's no rush.
Yeah. Okay. And in terms of the contract, what we're looking at, 3 to 4 beers?
Stretch it to 5, can we?
To 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're not greedy, are you?
Nah, not at all.
We're here to talk Southern Combination, Mid-Sussex and East Sussex football for our local sides, as we said we would do last season. And as all the leagues don't start at the same time, and as I was on holiday, I've missed the first game for the Southern Combination. And I'll just give you the results. Obviously, we had Bexhill. They had a draw against Midhurst and Eastbourne. They were winning 1-0 at half-time, but it was a draw in the end. Evan Archibald scored for Bexhill. Know anything about the lad?
I just know at that level he bangs in plenty of goals. He was with us for a bit, wasn't he? But he obviously drops back down. But I'm sure that'll be the first of many goals for him this season. I did read somewhere that the managers said that it's been quite a tough place for them to visit in the past. So I think he was quite happy with a point away from home to kickstart the season for him.
Yeah, and then after that, as they played two, it was FA Cup day, and Bexhill United unfortunately lost 3-2 to North Greenford United. I don't know why, but why was it played at Eastbourne, Leon?
Because of cricket at the Polegrove. So yeah, Bexhill can't play home games whilst the cricket season's going on. So I think they have to wait until September. And obviously, where they got a home draw in the FA Cup, I guess they had to find somewhere else to play. And yeah, obviously Eastbourne Borough are nice enough to offer them a pitch for the day.
Yeah, a shame though, because it was only 97 there, and I'm sure that if it was at the Polegrove, they'd have got a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
Jack Shonk bagged a brace. One was a penalty. Any thoughts on him for people that don't know the player?
I just know he's another good player. Really, at that level, he's another one who's at Hastings for a brief spell. I quickly looked up North Greenford, who they played, and they finished 5th in the combined counties North Premier. But it's just basically step 5, same level as Bexhill, so they're obviously a decent outfit. There must be to have beaten Bexhill, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think they'll be losing too much sleep going out. I know it's a nice payday, but I mean, I think most teams would rather concentrate on the league these days.
Evil comments, and the first at the end of the day for this season as well. I like that. But we do have the goals, and we will put them on now for anyone that hasn't seen them. Then we move on to still South Combinations Prem. Our other side in there, which is Little Common. Little Common unfortunately lost at home 1-0 to Broadbridge. It looked a bit like quite a feisty game because it was 4 yellow cards and a late winner for Broadbridge, which is it's a shame. There was 123 there at the recreational ground. And then in the FA Cup, we've got Little Common unfortunately lost 2-1 to Chatham. I don't know much about Chatham at all, but I mean, we've got the goals, and Russell Eldridge did score a cheeky little number.
Yeah, that man again.
Yeah, that man again. 237 at that game.
I think Chatham brought down quite a good support. They don't know if you know, them and Sheppey United smashed the is it South East Counties League, so it's like the Kent equivalent of our county league. But those two, they absolutely smashed that league, and Chatham were getting crowds of up to 800 for some games. Honestly, if I was a Little Common fan, I'd take 2-1 against that lot. I was expecting a worse defeat, and I noticed Chatham had a certain Matt Bodkin in their lineup. I'm sure a few Hastings fans remember him.
Really,
a few seasons ago.
It was more, how many seasons ago was that now? Was that like 6?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
When we had guys like Franny Collin, amongst others, and that team that scored plenty of goals, and he's obviously he dropped down to step 5 last season. He's obviously a very, very good player at this level of football. But yeah, again, I imagine Little Common probably not taking a nice little earner through the gate for that. So
yeah, good on them. I mean, as I say, we'll have the goals now.
Well done, Russell! Hey! Up yours, Chatham!
So we move on to the Mid-Sussex Prem, and the big kickoff, August 13th. So that's Saturday. So as this goes out, and this will be going out with the podcast, this is going out on the Friday. So we're talking about the Saturday. So please get yourself down there. For anyone who isn't a Hastings fan, you know, you might want to go and watch Hastings versus Averley. But if you're not, well, let's just say it could be a lively account at the Gibbons. You've got Hollington versus Battletown, which could be a battle, couldn't it, Leon?
yeah, that could be a not so nice welcome to Battle to Step 7 football.
Yeah.
Playing at the Gibbons, it's always a interesting place to go to if you're an away player. I've seen the players Hollington have signed for the coming season, and I fully expect them to be right up there. I have no idea how Battle are looking, if they've signed any new players with, you know, that experience at a higher level. But as we was talking about in the round table we had a few of the guys on, it would be interesting to see how Battle fare at this level.
Yeah,
but
they might struggle.
I'd expect Hollington to win that one, and I think for the coming season they'll be right up there.
Yeah, and also Westfield have got Willingdon Athletic.
Well, a few years ago, Willingdon were probably one of the stronger sides in that league, and I assume they've lost players over the years. But so one of the lads, I don't know if it was John Carey or Aaron, said that Willingdon they were looking pretty good to the second half of last season. So who knows how they'll do. Same with Westfield, really. From what I've seen, I think they'll have plenty of firepower up front. You've got the likes of Callum Smith, Asher. Jay Tomlin. That's it. He used to play for Hollington. So I think they've got some very good attacking players there. But I'm not too knowledgeable about the rest of the team. But I think they'll do better than last season, where they're sort of languishing around the basement of the table.
Yeah. And so we look at Sedlescombe versus Balcombe. I mean, how do you see that one going?
I have no idea. Obviously, Sedlescombe struggled last season, but again, I haven't seen any ins and outs from there. Malcolm, a mid-table side, so who knows with that one?
Could it be a 2-2?
Basically, my prediction: toss the coin. Who knows?
Right then, so that's it for the Mid-Sussex Prem.
Yeah.
East Sussex football obviously kicking off at the 3rd of September. I mean, obviously, there's been quite a few interesting friendlies, but you can't really take much from friendly results in that league. I mean, one little shout, obviously, to KENNY POGUE, who was man of the match for his side, Lydd, and he scored a quality goal. So, yeah, we all love KENNY POGUE.
He'll bang in plenty of goals at a level, won't he?
Yeah.
What are they in step 6?
Step 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and all the best to him. So, obviously, a big kickoff 3rd of September. Now, who are you currently playing for, Leon?
Undecided yet. I've played a game for Icklesham, a game for Mountfield, a couple of friendlies. So,
yeah,
so, I've still got a bit of time to decide yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's no big contracts being put in front of you. There's no incentives.
No.
Just
whichever post-game pub I prefer. I'm sport for choice as well. I've got the Salehurst Holt or Queen's Head at Icklesham, so both cracking pubs. I'd highly recommend them.
Okay, so when do you think that's going to get nailed down then?
I think the rules are I've got to be signed at least 7 days before the first game of the season. So yeah, leave it right to the wire.
Okay. All right. Well, look, just as I say, anyone listening to this, all they're just doing is we're just trying to highlight and talk up local football. If you want to get involved, if you want to have anything played, or you want any post-match stuff, please just send it in and I'll send it out. Simple as that. And love to have anyone on who wants to talk our lovely local sides. We'll have more to talk about when obviously all the leagues are kicked off. You know, our teams in East Sussex as well, because we've got lots of them, lots of local sides we want to big up. So thank you, Leon. And
thank you.
I will see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah, cheers.